Good everyone, my name is Graphics. Today we want to solve a problem involving orthographic projection, where we are told to complete this view that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen, and the view is a camshaft bearing. So the question goes like this. The question says that copy the given view of the camshaft bearing and project from the left hand view a plan. Use third angle projection. So we have to draw this in third angle to project a plan, right? So what we can actually do here is this is already the plan here, and this is what the end view. We are told to what? To copy this, right? So let us copy this and see. I told you earlier that if you hear the word orthographic projection, you're going to draw your x and y axis, right? We call it the vertical and what? Horizontal plane. So I'm going to draw it this way, and also I'll draw my vertical line this way. I'll draw my vertical line this way. So I'll just take it, and I'm going to draw the vertical line here. Is that taken? Can you see that? Let me extend this. So once you've done that, you've gotten the vertical and horizontal line, and you're going to measure 5 mm from the center in all direction. What I mean is from 0 to 5. Yours can be more than, you can use 10, and I'll place it here, and I'm going to draw 5, 5, 5, and 5. You can see everything there is what? 5 mm. Then I'll take my set square, I'll place it on my T square, and I'm going to draw a line across those points this way, right? And also do this way. You can see that, and I'll also close it up to this way. Then also close it up to this way. Now once I've done that, so we should start by drawing the plan, right? So we are told that from here to here is what? 120, right? And the radius of here is what? Is 10, and we have this radius in both sides, here and here. So 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 120, that is 140. So I'm going to measure 140 from this point here. 140, right? From this your reference point here, you measure 140, and we have it here. This is 140. You can see that, and I'm going to take it up with my faint line first. Now the next one is the height. There is given to be from here to here is 45. Then from here also to here is 40, making 85. Then plus this 10 here, from here to here is 10, making what? 95, right? Because 85 plus 10 is given to be what? 95. So I'm going to take my height to be what? 95 from this point. From 0 to 95. Is that okay? From 0 to what? 95. This is 95 here. So I'll measure the 95. So I'm going to close it up. So take my instrument to that point this way. And I'm going to draw this line this way. I'll stop there. So let me close it up. Let me close it up. I'll close it up too. Right? So they're meeting here. So what I have just done here, I brought out the box that I need. So from this box, I'm going to carve out my what? My shape, this shape I have here. So let's take the center of this figure first of all. So if from here to here is 140, then half of it is what? Is 70. So I'm replicating that image you're seeing, which I call the plan there. So I have 70, that is half of it. And I'm going to project it upward this way. So I project it upward this way. That's the half of the figure there. Now I can start from here now, from the base here. From here to here is at the center because I told you earlier that it's symmetrical. When I split it into two, like this, what I'm seeing at the top is equal to what I'm seeing at the bottom here. So each from here to here is 12. Then I'm going to measure 6 at the left, 6 at the right. So let me do that. So if I take 4 to be my reference point, that is, it is aligning with this line here. And this is 6 here. And this is also what? And this is also 6 here. Making 12, right? So I can easily thicken it because in the question there it is ticking. You can see that. Now I can take it up this way. I can take it up this way. Now I'll take it up this way. Right? Now the next one is from here to here is 50. So I'm going to measure 50. So I'll do the same thing too. Take a reference point, let me say center 7. Align it with the center line. So this is 50, I'll measure 25 to the left and 25 to the right. So let's go to the right. This is 0 from 7, 10, 20, 25. And this is 0, 10, 20, 25. So from this point is what? From here to here now is now 50. So I'll just project this upward first of all, this way. And I'll project this too, this way. Right? Now after I've done that, we're told that the height from here to here is given to be what? Given to be 10, right? So I'm going to measure 10 upward. So I'll measure 10 upward. From 1 to 0 is 10, this way. This is 10 here, right? And I'll draw my line from that 10 as shown in diagram. I'll close it up. And I'll also what? Close it up, right? And I can also close it up to save time. And I'll close it up too. You can see that. Now the next thing is we are given another height, right? We're not from here to the center of this circle here is given to be what? 40. From this point to this point is 40, right? So from here to anywhere here, I'll measure what? 40. So let me measure the 40. From here, this is 40 here. You can see the 40. From that point, I measure 40 and I'll draw my horizontal line at that point there, this way. I'll just stop here and I'll continue here too. You can see that. So these two lines, this is the center of the circle, right? So let me just put it that way, center of that circle. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to draw the circle. The rest of the circle is given to this radius is given to the word 10, right? So I'm going to take my compass and I'm going to measure 10. From 0 to what? To 1 is 10. And I'll place it at this point here, right? And I'll mark this point here. You can see that. And I'll come here also. You can see that. Then I'm going to draw an arc this way first of all. I'll do the same thing here too. I'll come here. I'll mark. Right? Where I mark, I'll come to that point. And I'm going to draw this arc here this way. So where that arc, and I'll draw a line across the center here. That line will be my center line this way. Let me just put it out. Here also will be my center line here too, this way. Let me just put it out. Right? Now what I will do is from here I will draw a straight line that will touch this. I will try with faint line first of all. I'll draw a straight line from here to touch this, and I'll draw a straight line from here to what? Touch this. You can see that? So don't forget that this radius here is given to the what? 5. So I'll measure 5 on my meter rule. I'll measure 5 from 0 to here is 5, right? And I'll place it at this point, and I'm going to mark down and to the left. Then I'll place it where I marked. They call it a fillet, and I'm going to place it where I mark here. And I'll strike an arc. I'll come here also. I'll strike another arc. So where the arc meets here, I'll draw it to form what? My fillet. You can see that? So with that, I'm going to be having this. Taking my pencil, then I'm going to just join from this point to this point here, right? So I'll just taking it from this point straight down here. You can see that? And from this point straight down here, right? So this is the fillet here. Now the next one is I'll do the same thing here too. The same radius I measured of 5. Let me just come here from 0 to 5, right? I'll place it here. I'll strike an arc. I'll strike an arc here. I'll place it here. I'll strike an arc. Sorry. It is giving me this. I'll place it here. Strike an arc. Come here. Strike another arc. You can see that? So with the same radius, I'll just come here and I'll just get my fillet here. So I'll close it up from this point. I'll draw a vertical line, and from this point I'll draw a vertical line. So what I can do now, I can easily tick in my circle, but before that I'll come back to these 2 circles here. Let me go back to the other one here. So if you look closely, from this point to this point here is a semicircle, and that's a diameter of 32. So I'll use the radius of 16. So I'll place the radius of 16 on my meter rule this way. 0 to 16, 0 to 16 is 10, 15, 16. You can see that. And I'll place it at the center point here. At the center point here. And I'll draw a semicircle this way. You can see that? So what I'll do, the next thing I'm going to do here, from here to here is going to be 60, and I'll take half of it to 30 on my meter rule. So measuring 30 on my meter rule from 0 to 3 is 30, and I'll place it at the center point here, and I'll mark 30 to the left and 30 to the right. So this is where it is meeting me here and here. Then I'll take my meter rule and I'm going to connect from here to this point and from here to this point. You can see that? And I'm going to bring it down straight ahead. I'm going to bring it down straight ahead this way. Faint line first. And here also faint line first. Now the length of that line here is given from the elevation here, which is given to be 32, right? So from here to here is equals to from here to here, and that's 32. So I'm going to measure 32 on this point here. From 0 here, 30, 31, 32 here. And I'll close that up, touching the, just close it up with faint line first. You can see that? Now this web here you're seeing here has a thickness of 10. That is this 10 you see here. So the web is 10. So I'm going to take 5 millimeter on my meter rule from 0 to 5, and I'll place it here, and I'll mark 5 to the left and also 5 to the right. So this is what we have here, this point and this point. Is that okay? And the length of it is given to be, you measure 10 millimeter away from this line. From here to here is 10, so I'll measure 10 away from this line here as shown in the diagram. So measuring 10 from here, this is the line of 10 here, right? So I'll just close it up at that point. Yeah, like this. You can see that. So the next thing is, I will now take my line from that point, since I know where to end from this point here I marked earlier. I'll now draw a line straight to this point. I'll also come to this point also. I'll draw another line straight to this point. Then I'll close it up, and I'll close it up too. That again, and I'll close it up too. And I'll bring this down too. And I'll bring this down too. You can see that. Now the next thing is, from here to here is 12, and from here I'll measure the 12, which will now be tangential to this arc here. So I'll measure 12 from this point, 0 to 10, 11, 12. You can see that point. So I'll just take this to get the other point too here. So I'll draw a straight line from this point here to be tangential. You can see that, to this point. Also here also to be tangential to the circle I have there. You can see that. So I can easily take my compass now, and I will now thicken this way. Place your compass here, right? And I'll thicken this circle here. Take your compass here, place it well, and you can just thicken. You can see that. Now come here also, I'll do the same thing. Now taking it too. You can see that. Now the next thing is, there's a circle in, and the rest of the circle is given to the what? Diameter 10. So that's radius is 5, right? You can measure 5 millimeter on your meter rule this way, from 0 to 5, and you place it at the center point here, and you draw your circle. And you come here to do the same thing to here, you draw your circle. That is what we have there. And what else is remaining there? So that is what we have there. So I can just draw my center line here to show that it is a circle that is there. So just from here, draw the long one, short, long, and so on. I'll come here through. I'll do the same thing here. Long one, short, long. Now close it up. this way. You see that? So we have successfully drawn this figure out. Now the next thing is to draw the other view here, which I will call the end view, or perhaps I'll call the elevation. So what I'll do is I'll also project this to this side, project all this to this side, and here to this side. This is the total height, right? And I'll close it up. So the length of it given to be 45. So I'll measure 45 from here, from 0 to 45. This is 0, and this is what? 45, right? And I'll close it up to this point here. You can see that. Now the next thing I'll do is I discover that from here to here is ticking. I can just tick in from this point to this point. Since that's the entire length here, I'll tick in it. Then also from here to here also ticking. I'll just tick in from here to here also. I'll stop here. Also the thickness here from here to here is given to be 20. So I'm going to measure 20 here, from 0 to what? 20. From here to here is going to be 20. And I can just close it up too. Right? And I'll project that line upward. Is that okay? So I'll project this line upward. Now the question is, from here to this point here is from here to here, you can see, right? That is the 12 here. And this is the 12 I measured here. So that means this is where it is. I'll just draw my line this way. Can you see that? So that is where I'll draw the line too. I'll tick in it to that point. Right? And also the thickness from here to here is from here to here, which I am going to tick in. So if I draw my line this way, so it means that from here to here is thickened. You can see that? And that is going down to touch this baseline here. So it's coming down from here to touch here, this way. And the other one is this semicircle here. Seeing it from that side is an hidden line as shown in the diagram. So if I draw my line this way, it means that this will be my hidden line as shown in the diagram. And also the circle I have here, these two circles here, to show that there's a circle there, I'll put an hidden line there. Is that taken? I'll put what? An hidden line here. So this will be a straight line from here. So I'll tick in it. Why this will be a hidden line here? I'll draw a hidden line. And this also a hidden line here. I'll draw a hidden line. Right? Then this is just my center line. Is that taken? Now the next thing I'm doing here is this thickness from here to here, which is shown in the diagram, and that will go this way. Now let's draw a straight line here, taking it. Right? So this is what we have. We have the web. So I'll just project this to this point. Then I'll draw a straight line from here to touch here. You can see that. So we successfully drawn the diagram as requested in the question. Now I want to draw the final view, which is if this is the plan and this is the elevation, then the end view should be here depending on the question. So what will I do? If the plan is here, if this is our plan, since it's in third angle projection, this is the plan and this is the what? The elevation here. So it means that what? I'm going to draw my 45-degree here to show that it's in third angle projection. So I'll just take my 45-degree T square and I'll project this to this side here. From this center point here, I'll project this. You can see that. And I am going to project everything I see here downward. Is that taken? So project all the points I have here. First of all, let's go to the final point here. Wonderful. Right? Let's move to the final point here. So I'll just extend this in this manner and this manner. Then I'll bring this down. You see that? So I'm projecting this to this side also. And I'll be bringing all this down. I'll bring this down, this down, this down. Right? So once I bring this, it's touching here. I'm taking it here. Similarly, I'll bring this down. So this is what we have. These 4 points here. So I'll start bringing those points down. This is looking at it from the front here now. So if I should do that, I'm going to bring this down. Let me start from the center also. It's touching here. And I'll project this to this point. Right? Similarly, this one too. Let me start from here. It's touching here. And this is also touching here. And I'm going to project this to this point here. And I'll project this to this point here. That again. Now once I've done that, I'm going to take in the whole length here from the beginning here to the ending here, from here to this point, right? And I'll be seeing the thickness here as a straight line. So everything here will be here this way, from here. I'll close it up. Right? Then the next one, I'll take it from here to here. Because these two ending you're seeing here is what I projected to get this. And I'll close here up to stop here. And also here too. Stop here. Now the next thing is the fillet that you're seeing here. This fillet here, I mean the web. I'll project it down to touch here. I'll also project it down here to touch here. And I'll just bring this way. And also bring this way. So that means this here to this point will be my web. Right? Now the next one is this semicircle I have here. So I bring it to touch here. I'll bring this to touch here. So that means the semicircle, I'm seeing it like a straight line from that side. So if I come here like this, here will be hidden line. If I come here also, here too will be hidden line. You see that? Now the next one is this I projected. So just be like a straight line this way, this, and also this, right? And the next thing we have in here will be, I'm talking about this, tracing this line you're seeing here, supposed to be at this point here, right? So I'm going to clean that off, so it will be here. And here also. And here will be the still the element that we have here. This is what we have. Now the next one is this. If I project this way, touching here, and also project this way, touching here. Now let's take this direction, right? And I'll also take this direction here. So here will be the hidden line, and here also will be the hidden line. So the distance between them is 10 millimeter, which I can easily just project this to get it. Let's take this way. So here is 10 millimeter. And do the same thing here too. And here too. So what we have here, this is what we can come up with. This is what you're going to be seeing when you're looking at that given view from the front. You see these two places here, which is this. You see this, which is this. Then the circle in here, you're seeing it as a hidden line because you cannot see it from the front, right? And these two circles here, these are they here, hidden line, hidden line. Then what else again do we have here? So this is what we have, and this web here, this is the web here also. So we have successfully reproduced the figure that is what I call it the front elevation of this figure here, or I'll call it the end view, looking at it from the side. So you can actually rearrange it if you want to. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.